What's up, YouTube? Today I got a different type of video for y'all. I basically got a request to get some tips about my melodies from music production Brown. Sorry if I'm not saying your name right. First and foremost, one basic tip I could give just to get your mind focused on melodies is start your beat with melodies. There's always a debate whether to start with the drums, start with the melody. Me personally, I feel like if you want your beat to be drums driven, start with the drums. You know, a lot of trap beats are just drum driven with very basic melodies and very basic chords. If that's what you're aiming for, hard drums, start with the drums. If you're aiming for a good melody, start with the melody and just play around and just build the beat around the melody. That was a big thing that I used to do. I don't really do it that much anymore, basically because once I feel like the drums are right, I get inspired. Like, you know, when I hear those drums hitting, like I feel like you could lay anything on top of hot drums and it'll be fire. But again, when I first started and was focused on melodies, I did do it that way and it helped a lot. Second tip, don't be afraid to hum your melodies. I read an old article about Max Martin. If you know anything about Max Martin, he's a beast producer, beast songwriter. But basically he doesn't touch an instrument until, you know, he gets the melody first. And he gets the melody by humming into it like a dictaphone, like basically a recorder. But anyways, he hums the melody and then he builds the beat around that. Sometimes I could just hum a great melody and I don't know how to play it. I can't transcribe it into notes. You know, whenever I'm stuck, I just try to hum a melody and then I play it on the piano. I can give y'all actually examples of melodies that I've hummed. Again, this is just a great way to start thinking of melodies before everything else. You know, if you really just want a melody-driven track. All right, if you ever heard my song Shaky, this is like a hummed melody. It's very basic, but I'm gonna play it.
I heard them niggas had the juice and now this shit is
Sorry, my voice is shot, man. I had this wedding yesterday and it's gone, but that was just a random melody that just came to my head and I just put it on the track and I made a beat based around that. But again, the humming was first. Another one I did was drinking and driving. Again, drinking and driving, not drinking and driving, don't drink and drive. Yeah, but this is very different because I hummed the bass melody. But yeah, here's. Sorry for the bad singing. This is early. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. But yeah, again, just humming it really makes you focus just on the melody and the notes and what sounds catchy, and it works well. 3, this is when it's gonna start getting a little bit deeper. Learn music theory. You don't have to be that ill at music theory. You don't have to be that understanding of music theory, but at least know scales. I feel like scales are very, 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 very important. And at least my melody creation, rather than just have 12 keys and you not know what the hell you pressing or what the hell to do. Like, let me show you. You got all those keys. And you could just lower that down, that number down to 7. Like, it's a lot easier. And again, when you're humming your melody, if you don't know anything about scales, it's gonna take a long time if you don't know what scale it's in. If you know your scales, everything is so much easier. You know, if you listen to it and it's like, oh, that's G major, then you know. You know, excuse my scale playing right now, but B major. Like, you know what you're doing when you know scales. You don't even have to know all your minor scales because every major scale has a relative minor. All you have to do is know your 12 major scales. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. That's it. Just learn it and also use Nut Chords is a free program that I have. We're starting off, I didn't know 100% off the top of my head, hey, A sharp, major scale. You know, I would go to Nut Chords and I would check it on there because you can check your scales on net chords. Great thing about music theory is once you know the theory behind it, you're able to just break the rules so much easier and make it at least sound musical and beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because like with scales, there's accidentals too. You know, if I'm playing in the C major scale, you know, sometimes you want to throw in like a C sharp. To add some more attention to it, you know. All right. Speaking about scales, another great scale that you should learn is your pentatonic scales. Basically, pentatonic scales are only 5 notes. They sound great on a lot of chord progressions. Basically, you make a pentatonic scale by dropping the 4th and the 7th. So with C major, it would be C, D, E. 4th, you don't play that, so skip that. So no F, then you play G, and you play A, and you skip that B, and you go back to C. Yeah, now that's beautiful. Pentatonic scales, man. Learn about them. I love using them on hooks. I use it on a hook for The Hero's Gonna Come Someday, if you want to hear it.
You're lurking, future uncertain. Trying to look happy, but that's on the surface. Trying to blow up, this is not to nerve it. Mama deserve it, father deserve it, my brothers deserve it, Barry deserves it.
Hey, lit. It's on iTunes.
God shines his light on me, this is my purpose.
Don't give up on me.
Haven't even
Even discovered me.
all my worth in the life. I'm searching for likes. What more do you want from me? The hero's gonna come someday. When I find my way, I know I mess up, but the hero will come. Apologies to my.
Yeah, this is an F sharp major, so the only pentatonic notes are F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, C sharp, B sharp. So it's but yeah, again just pentatonic scales. I only use these 5 notes on that whole hook, and it sounds good to me. So yeah, pentatonic scales are dope to learn, dope to understand. All right, another tip: study songs. Study your favorite songs, man. One melody I love is N-Words in Paris. I'm gonna say N-Words in Paris because I'm trying to keep it clean. That's one of my favorite melodies. Here's the melody. It's very simple. If like you study these melodies, you realize this one's only 4 notes. It's C, F, G, G sharp, and again C. So it's only 4 notes. Again, it's about shortening it, you know, lowering how many notes you have to freaking deal with. Now we have 4 notes rather than 7 or 5, you know, to make a good melody. So I don't know, you can come up with whatever you want to come up with. And you know, I'd recommend just have a database of just melodies that you like. Also with these 4 notes is another melody I like. If you don't know that melody, that's the the weird synth melody on T-Pain's Up Down, produced by DJ Mustard. Again, you know, once you have this database of just songs, you realize a lot of songs actually are similar in terms of how many notes are being played. A lot of them are 4 notes, you know, 5 notes. But just have like a database, have like an Excel file of just melodies you love and the notes in them. Once you have these melodies studied, you could go even deeper into them. You could see how many half steps, how many whole steps, the direction it goes. Maybe it goes up and then goes down. You could get to check out the duration of the notes. Basically a bunch of different things just to study it. Just study it, study other melodies you love. Last tip, again, you don't have to listen to me, but this helped me in my process, is learning an instrument. I'm right now in the process of learning piano. I'm on pianomarvel.com. I'm almost halfway through with it. Like, you start off playing very basic songs. You know, Mary Had a Little Lamb, Star Spangled Banner. Like, you learn very basic songs, but you learn how to play it and you learn about just the melody of it, because you start off learning melody. They might add in like 2 chords, but basically, again, you focus so much on melody when you play these songs. So I think it helps a lot. And again, you're learning very classic songs that everybody can sing, everybody knows, everybody can hum. You know, these are classic melodies that's lasted hundreds and hundreds of years. But yeah, piano is a very, 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 very dope thing to learn. And once you learn that, hey, the possibilities are endless. Yeah, that's my tutorial, that's my advice. Those are my tips to get better melodies. If you need any more tips or advice, just comment below and I'll make a video on it. I want to just get more into tutorials, beat tutorials, rapping tutorials, whatever. I'm not hiding any information. Like, this is for everybody. I'm cool with that. But yeah, learn melodies, learn piano, and you're pretty much straight. Learn music theory too, also good. And yeah, that's it. Subscribe, comment, share, do what you gotta do. Yeah.